I know now that my wife has become host to a Kandarian demon. I fear that the only way to stop those possessed by the spirits of the book is through the act of bodily dismemberment.
It's truly frightening.
This is
Gives you a home.
oh man, I got this. Big one for me too, man. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's Three Corners of Horror live here on Horror Fiend TV. Thank you for joining us tonight. It is a full house, and it's nice to see some faces back. A couple have been sick, a couple scheduling wise. But with that, thank you for joining us. Let me introduce you to the panel here. First up, Lexi. Welcome back. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm very excited to talk about this one, especially after visiting Halloween Horror Nights. Although it's not a house for Black Phone, I did run into the Grabber, which thank you, Rick, for telling me that's the name, because I kept saying, oh, it's the Black Phone guy, Black Phone guy. No, his name is the Grabber. But we'll get into that.
And JR, how you doing tonight, the villain?
But I was able
She
to
goes-
get good pictures with him.
She could have said the cable guy. It was the cable guy.
That's true.
Oh no,
Wow.
definitely looking forward to talking to this one. It was fun, watching this one in the theater, and yeah, I mean this one's interesting. I'll get into it later, but this one solved a lot of the issues I had with the original.
All right. Ricky, my brother. Dear
Good
brother.
point.
Oh,
Good
you
point.
said the magic word, bro.
Salud. Missed you last
Salud.
week.
Yeah.
It
I'm
is weird to
enjoying
get
this-
drunk solo.
I'm enjoying this tasty cold beverage and my new Stein. This $72 Stein, by the way.
Damn.
Picked it up at New York Comic Con. You buy it once, you get free refills the entire time you're at the show. So if you're gonna be drinking a lot of shit, it's worth it. And plus, it's a cool. Come on, man. It's old fat, man. And it keeps your beer cold. All right, I'm good. Thank you for asking. I can't wait to get into this one. I saw GR in the movie theater. The motherfucker was sitting right in front of me the whole time. I didn't even know. The
He
movie
walked by
ends.
me.
He stands up. He's like, "What up, Rick?"
You know,
I was like,
it was funny thing. I'm sitting there like, I was like, "Where's Rick?" And all of a sudden, like 10 minutes after it started, I
That's
see
hilarious.
Rick walking by me. I was like, "This motherfucker missed like the whole first 10 minutes."
Yeah, I missed the first 10 minutes. I was about to call Joe. Yo, Joe, I'm running late. How's it start, bro?
Oh,
Pass me up the
no.
screen. It's a whole mess, but I made it.
Well, and Lexi was supposed to join us, but her being the good person and good co-worker, she picked up a shift for someone. So we did miss you. Mabel and Millie did ask for you, and I'm like, yeah, she was being a good
Aw,
girl. So, but yes. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, I had to cover somebody.
What? No, there's no Finn here. No, just kidding. I wasn't taking a call. Rick was like, "Are you
Really?
kidding me? He's
Oh.
taking a phone call." I know. I was trying to do that to him. Well, and we're gonna just jump right into it. I know before, but we all have not been together in a while. So with that, tonight we are discussing the Black Phone 2, the follow-up to the huge hit for Ethan Hawke and Mason Thames. It is directed and written again by Scott Derrickson. Robert Cargill and Joe Hill are also writers on here. Joe Hill, y'all should by now start really recognizing that name.
It was
And of
based on a
course-
short story, right?
Yep.
I saw his
Yeah.
credits were.
He's Stephen King's son.
Yeah.
So that's how you should start getting to know that
See,
one.
I
if
know
you
him
don't
from
know.
Lock and Key, the comic book. That's how I was like, wait, man, that's Stephen King's son. But then he's also to me the little kid in Creepshow. So
But so it stars Mason Thames as Finn, Madeline McGraw as Gwen, and Ethan Hawke as the Grabber. So I I don't know who to go to first, because JR and I talked a whole lot last week. So I'll start with Lexi before because since she met the actual Grabber, we'll go with her
Of
first.
course. Thankfully, I was not, cool enough to get grabbed. But I really, really enjoyed this film so much that I am battling. Is it best of 2025? And I said that about Weapons. And now this one is like teeter-tottering between the two, because they're both original stories. They're not like remakes of anything. So I do enjoy that. I did, and JR mentioned it, that it fixed a lot of potholes with the first one. Really enjoyed the first one. When I watched it at first glance, I was like, eh. And then I rewatched it before I went and saw Black Phone 2 in theater, which I was by myself. So I had the whole theater to myself. I got to experience it. At some points, I was like, yeah. And just yelling, I got to just like experience the whole thing full effect all to myself. I got to talk out loud to myself. But I had nobody to talk to, but I was able to just like be alone and loud in my with myself. But anyway, it did fix a lot of potholes with the first one. And I did appreciate the first one a lot more when I went back and watched it, and I'm so glad I did, because if someone asked me, and I had only watched it once when it first came out years ago. So if someone would have asked me what it's about, I couldn't tell you. I just don't even remember. And so I knew like a little bit, but I just couldn't tell you the story. So I'm glad I rewatched it, then saw Black Phone 2. And I absolutely enjoyed it. I like that it, starts with them all grown up and the brother and the sister. I already forgot the name, so I'm not even gonna try. But Finn and Gwen, yes. I've always been, honest. I'm not good with names, but yeah, I like that it starts with them growing up. I love that they still have that brother-sister relationship. A little messy in the beginning, because they're both going through traumatic experiences in different forms. So I understand it, but I love that they still stuck together. They were very protective of each other and was supportive. I love the fact that the father was still involved and that he changed his ways for his kids. Still a little bit of a dick, but I like that he came forward with the kids. He even joined a few scenes to help the kids. So I love that the father got tied in and he didn't just become this completely, he was a complete dick in the first one. I think we can all agree there. But I love that he was able to be a part of the situation and slowly, it took tooth and nails, but he slowly believed his children. In the end, I'm so glad he didn't die either, because I don't know. I'm just, some films, it does have the, happy ending, but I like that they had that. There was just so much goodness to it, and I'm ready just to unfold everything with you guys. And I know there's so much to say, but I just love the whole thing. I didn't find anything bad about the film. I just completely enjoyed the whole entire thing. I like the snow scene. I did like the connection. I will say that. I did like the connection where they bring the mom into the story. I thought that was really cool how they did that, how they tied Ethan Hawke's character, the grabber, into mom and him as children and coach, and that the whole storyline was fucking awesome. So because I was kind of curious after rewatching the first one, how are they going to tie this back? How is the grabber even going to come back into this? There is a supernatural element to it. So I just liked everything that just filled in the gaps for the first one. And I'm like, okay, this is how you come back from such, a potholed film. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm so glad to hear what you guys think of this one as well.
All right. Before we keep going, let's say hello to the comments. Sorry, guys, I got a little excited. I haven't had my family together, so it's and it's a good movie that we wanted to talk about. So we'll say a quick hello. Sorry about that. Oh, you want me to do it, Rick?
I knew he was waiting for me. I got you. Just sitting here waiting for the stream to start. Hey, Carl.
Thank you for your patience.
We apologize, and we appreciate you took the time out to wait for us.
Yes, thank you.
I appreciate that, but thank you for being here. Hey, Miss Wilson. Hey, guys.
Hey, Mrs.
How you
Wilson.
doing? Mrs.
Hey,
Wilson.
Miss Wilson.
I said the
Mrs.
same thing last time. I apologize.
Tell Mr. Wilson I left him a message.
Listen,
Let Mr. Wilson know.
Yeah, tell Mr. Wilson we're looking for him, okay? Check
Yes.
his DMs. Check his DMs. Yo.
Yo.
Carl, once again, what up? What up? Hey, fam, Mama
Hi, Mom.
Rose.
Mama Rose.
Mama Rose. Is that Mama Rose with the baby? Who's the baby in that picture? Is that
That
you,
was
Lexi, when you were
Kaylee when
younger?
she was. No,
That's your
that's
daughter.
Kaylee when she
Okay.
was younger. Yeah.
Oh, I've always
Green
wondered
baby.
that. And hey, all, is that Adam?
That's Adam.
What's that? Adam 8270. Man, get a real.
Yeah, it looks
username,
like,
son.
You gotta
It's
say
like
it
a
right,
YouTube,
man.
like-
It's like, damn. damn! It just
You look like a bot. You look
Oh
like a
yeah, I didn't
bot.
even see that. You're right.
It does.
Hey, damn. 827, and I don't even know what the numbers for it. I think he just probably like did it and just went by.
No, that's
whatever.
it. Auto generated that music
Yeah.
for me. I'm good.
All right, Ricky, because we haven't heard your voice in a
Yeah,
bit.
awesome, because just like Lexi as well, I saw a lot of movies while I was sick, and Black Phone, the original, was one of them. I was like, my dad never seen it, so I wanted to show it to him, and I wanted a good refresher, and I'm glad I did, because it really helped elevate the sequel, in my opinion. And after the second viewing, I really enjoyed the first one even more. So what I loved about this movie, and I'd say this right now, I loved how it is a sequel, but it's not just like a cash grab. They didn't just do it. Oh, let's make another film. It doesn't feel like one of those movies like Smile, and I love Smile, but Smile 1 and 2 could be interchangeable, you know. This one here actually flipped it, and they gave Gwen the spotlight, and they had Finn kind of be the background character, and not in a bad way, because they didn't focus everything on Finn's like his trauma or his grief or anything like that. It's there, but it's not at ad nauseum. Gwen had the spotlight here, so to me that felt like a completely different movie. It felt really fresh, and even the grabber himself, I liked how he had a lot more to do in this film physically, and I love the makeup prosthetics they gave him, because he is in hell. The grabber is dead. You know, Finney killed him at the end of Black Phone. Spoilers if you haven't seen the first one. I don't know what you're doing watching this, but I loved how he looked more like a zombie, and his face is all fucked up. His hands are burnt. I really do like that attention to detail, and that goes into what I really loved about this film, and it was the dream sequences. I think to differentiate the dream sequences and the real time using the 8mm film was a genius idea. I love the old picture projector ambience, that it was always like just, you know, humming in the background. That like that vinyl editing transitions, you know, if you watch my editing, I use a lot of those, and that's all over those sequences, and it just made it so much more surreal, you know. And that goes into like the soundtrack as well, the soundscape that was used for this film. The sound design was awesome during those scenes, and when it's not during those scenes, it's really quiet. It lets the film breathe. When characters are conversing with one another, it makes you pay more attention because it's so quiet. And then once those dream sequences kick in, your heart rate accelerates, because the pulsing of the music just slowly ramps up, and it does a really good job at that. So on a technical level, this movie is already superior to the first movie. And like Jared mentioned, I came in late, and even within 5 minutes of watching this, I noticed it off the bat. I was like, God dag, this looks like a completely different movie. And I heard that this was the most 8mm film like used ever in a feature full-length film, as far as that style. And Scott Derrickson, Sinister, right?
Yep.
He used
He
that
used it for
style
there.
also in Sinister, which was great. And I will say the supporting cast was really good because it was small. The cast was relatively small. You know, they got rid of the school structure. No annoying classmates, no background characters to annoy you. Everyone here had a purpose. You knew who they were, you knew their names, you knew everything about them. I know GR, you know this Mondo, right? Damien Bichir. I know you. As soon as he popped up, like, oh, that's my man right there. So,
Damien.
Joe too.
I
Joe
love
too.
Damien.
So, yeah, so the supporting cast was great. And Lexi mentioned the dad, Terrence. Oh man, Jeremy Davies. I love this. I love him. I love him since Lost. Great actor, unrecognizable in a sense. And I loved how his character actually had character progression. And yes, you're right, Lexi. He was an asshole still, but that's realistic because he's not just going to change completely. But you can tell he left the bottle behind. It kind of gave you that little hint that he was going to kind of revert back to that. But instead of, no, he didn't call his buddy for a pack of brew. He called his buddy to use his snow truck, right? So what is that shit called? The plow, right? And that's how we were able to
Bobcat. Wait.
Yeah, that Bobcat. That's the name of the manufacturer of the vehicle. And I love how we used that to get to his kids. I love that. And even at the end, when he still didn't believe, which is realistic.
Yeah.
It took a lot, and what it took was pretty deep. I'll let you guys discuss that. And just like you mentioned, he was even helping out. He got his hands dirty, and the amazing atmosphere was incredible. It reminded me kind of The Shining with the snow. and it was dark, dreary, cold, scary, and it just elevated the film for me even more because it just felt so different, you know, compared to like the first film rather. And there's not much really the cons. There's not really much I gotta say about the cons. I mean, I could see a lot of people comparing this to Nightmare on Elm Street and saying, "Oh, they went the Freddy route," and I could see that. It didn't bother me at all. I think it was done really well. I could see people complaining that it might be a little too over the top, as you know, it got a little bit too supernatural. But if you're gonna do a sequel, you gotta differentiate. You gotta change it. You gotta switch it up. If you don't differentiate it, it's gonna be the same film. It's gonna be a cash grab. It's the same shit. I like that a lot. Those dream sequences, again, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have liked this movie nearly as much as I did. And some parts, and it's not to sound really negative, but I gotta be honest with myself. I found some parts a bit boring because there was a lot of talking when there's just two characters there. I know I said it was cool when the music, fades out and it's just conversation, but at the same time, a lot of those scenes were back to back to back to back, and I would say after 20 minutes, it dragged a bit until it got going. Then it just never let up. So that's pretty much my original summary of the film. What I loved, and what I kind of it could have been a little bit better in those aspects, but I think the strengths so far the strength vastly are superior to the cons in this film. Those cons, honestly, they're just nitpicks. I didn't want to just come in and love everything because every movie has its flaws. But man, I told Jared when I got up when I left the theater, I fucking love this movie.
You muted, man.
I was typing. I didn't want Ricky to yell at me for typing. I was trying to not lose thoughts as he was talking. Before we go to JR, let's hit up the comments.
Oh man. All right. Here we go. I think it's this one, right? Yeah. Wrote, "Happy belated birthday, Joe."
Aw.
And Joe's still young. Look at Joe. He looks younger than me. That's crazy. And Joe, another call is showing me some love. And Juan, Ricky too, Mama Rose. He was the day before me. Happy birthday, Ricky. Yeah, I feel like so long ago right now. Thank you,
Yes.
Joe, for that. Okay, so I was watching.
It's our birthday month. It's the whole
I
month.
don't
Sorry.
care, you know me. That's you. All right, Adam. Okay, so I was watching and following, but almost fell asleep at the beginning. And once the death scene was
Once
so
again.
quick, yeah, I agree because again, that was my big nitpick. That some parts was a lot of talking. All right, hello Four Corners. I'm excited to see this movie. Selena V. Absolutely, you gotta watch it. And it's so good to see Ricky Van back in action and feeling better.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, by the way, this Stein, I mentioned it. She helped get it for me. So shout out to Selena for that. Happy birthday to Ricky. When do we give out spankings? Well, Joe's going to take my spankings for me because I ain't getting on no planes. But thank you, Mama Rose.
I'll make sure to deliver them to you when I see you then.
It's not my birthday, DeRay, but can I have a spanking anyway? Oh, Joe gives us off for free, though. So there you go. Ricky, I'm loving your background. Thank you, Selena. That's all,
I
Joe.
agree,
Joe
I
the
agree.
psychologist hooked it up for me. That beer cup looks all whatever. Thank you for the comments,
he already
everyone.
gave you the props, Just kidding. All right, the villain. Actually, he's probably not coming in as a villain on this, so it might be a little bit super.
He's always the villain to me.
Oh no, I know. As soon as I said that, he kind of started like I felt like he just like, shifted.
I always have that adjust.
I know. I was
The
like,
gloves
oh,
came off.
I was like, he is shifting.
I just noticed. Yeah,
I got
that's
my
awesome.
Superman. So I got. He'll
I got
beat
my
that
girl.
madness.
Exorcist.
All right, to go back on a couple things that Lexi and Rick said. That was one of my biggest nitpicks with the first one was you didn't know if it was supernatural or not. It was teetering between is it supernatural, is not supernatural. And when we reviewed the first one, that was one of the first things I talked about, that you had this character who you felt was supernatural, but wasn't really supernatural in the film. It was these things that were happening in the basement that felt like they were supernatural, but there was really no explanation as to why it was happening with the phone. So that was one of the things that this film actually corrected by going into the supernatural element. because I think what they did is they took their time to give the explanation why it came like this. And I actually timed it. I mean, you had that quick kill in the beginning. Remove that kill, the grabber didn't physically appear into the film till like 35 minutes into the film. So they took all this time to build up what was going on between Gwen and Finn. And the fact is that the environment, they made sure they were isolated with nowhere to go before the grabber actually truly showed himself. Because they were stuck. They had nowhere to run. They knew they couldn't, they had to fight. And I think that's why they kind of prolonged the beginning of it to just, all right, let's build on what's happening with these two characters. Because my other nitpick I had in the original was Gwen's character was a lot more interesting than Finn. Finn just happened to be in that situation, but Gwen, for me, for her, the little time she had in the first film, she was a character that I wanted to know more. And we talked about that too, and when we reviewed the first one, that there was a lot about Gwen that they left untapped, and they focused this film on everything about her. Where Finn took the back seat as somebody who's basically getting high to hide his fear, and then to hide all the stuff that he has to go through, which is something, you know, the one that laughing would do in the situation.
Pretty much. I would have been sitting with Finn.
But it's
I would
like,
never let that dude take my stash,
Oh,
though.
Hell no.
oh, Mando's like, this is cheap shit anyway.
I thought Mendo was gonna
Dude,
smoke that.
I loved
shit.
that.
Mando's like, yo,
When
this is
he
cheap,
said
this
it's
is
cheap
bad
shit, I
He knew.
died.
He knew.
You know, I mean, he grabbed it. You know, he smoked that shit too. Mando was cool.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
You know, so I did like the whole atmosphere presented. I mean, I if I had one nitpick, was the real purpose of Ernesto, because Ernesto felt like he was just put in there as the boyfriend to be and stuff, but his character didn't really, I feel like they didn't really do much in the film. He was just there. And
It was a connection to Robin. That was it.
And and his brother
Yeah.
was killed by the grabber.
yeah,
By
it's
the way,
Yeah.
Robin from the first film, that's the same actor. They recast him as Fernando, as his brother. It was weird.
You're right.
Well, I
That's
didn't even
it.
You're
notice
right.
that though.
You're right. You're right.
It's
You're
the
right.
same
You're right.
actor who
Same
played
guy.
Robin. That's crazy. They brought him back.
That's even more messed up.
Wow, I didn't even notice though. That's good.
No, but I did like everything in this film, and I went. Atticus Derrickson is the name of the composer of this film.
Atticus Derrickson. Good
That's
shout.
going to be a name to watch out for, because
Sounds like his
what
brother.
I liked about this film is the fact that I never heard a sound like that before, and that was so original to me. And the way it built up, you can listen. You have to watch this movie in the theater. If you do not watch this in the theater, you're not going to experience
You're missing out.
that sound. It's not going to be the same doing sitting at home watching it, but definitely go watch it in the theater, because I like how it kept the same tone the whole time, and it just got louder and louder. It didn't change a different beat. It's just a different tone. And it was funny because me and Rick were, when we were walking out theater, I was like, yo, we were talking about when they do the flashbacks. I was like, man, there was a film that reminds me of a little bit. And it reminded me of Silent Hill, when Silent Hill would do some of their flashbacks. It will almost be the same.
Yeah.
Same grainy sequence.
Silent Hill will also give you
Good
the
call.
ash
Yeah.
to signify that it's a flashback.
So that's so. And I was sitting there like, man, what film was it? And then I watched Silent Film the other day, and I was like, all right, it was Silent Film. But I think this film, what it ended up doing is it made the grabber a better persona, made him a better villain, because he took his time. He took his time, and I think that's why I like the most. He took his time. Like one of the best shots is where they're all on the lake searching for the bodies. And then you see that mist, and that motherfucker's skating. It comes in, all you see is a silhouette come through, and like, oh my god, this dude's cool as shit. He's skating, and thank goodness, because one of my favorite characters in this film was Barbara. They did not kill Barbara. Barbara was cool. You got the devil in you, girl.
She was a comedy relief. She was. The one, she
I would have
the
been okay
audience
if she
member.
died.
She was the audience. Who's the
You
actor?
know who Barbara reminded me of, though?
I'm gonna-
the lady
I'm
from
gonna-
The Mist.
You know what?
I'm-
Okay.
I know it is. Yeah, I'm gonna bring
Okay.
Barbara up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because her character was the much needed person that didn't believe anything was going on, that was trying to shelter what actually happened in that camp. So she was like, I like the fact we got Mando's reasoning why he bought the camp, but I felt like Barbara was the one that was like, let's just hide all the dark secrets. Let's think about I don't know what pauses they're fucking calling one of the worst blizzards ever to hit Colorado at the time. But one more thing is, I mean, come on, it was a timepiece again.
82, baby.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, overall,
love
yeah.
the 80s,
I have more to say, but I'll wait till
Barbara reminded me of the lady from The Mist, the Christian lady from The Mist.
Oh,
I was
no,
like,
no
oh
one
hell no.
wants that.
When it made me
Yeah,
think of
Marcia
that,
Gay
I was
Harden.
like, just kill the bitch.
Yeah, Joe.
Oh no, I was.
Not you, Chin, you said.
Oh no, do the comments.
Oh, okay. Oh man, there we go. All right, Norn, oh my boy Norn. Let's
Quincy.
What up, peeps? Just stopping by to say hi. Going to be napping for a bit, then work. I will watch the live stream when I catch the film. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. I hope you enjoy the movie, man. I think you will. I think you will like it a lot.
Oh yeah.
Frida Frets /XSX1ZH. What's going on with these names? Hello, my sons. That's GR.
The SX is not.
Joe, do you also collect whatever it is in the background, just like your baby bro? What is on those shelves? Cannot identify it. Wow, GR, how you arrange my John bedroom? Wow.
Listen, it's technically it's my house. He was just a tenant.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. He's right. And Frida, good evening. Good evening, Frida. Thank you. I hope you are well. And did you guys see that movie?
No,
we
didn't. No, we just guessed.
Oh yeah, we're just talking about it. It's literally there was some comments, and I was actually read it. Hopefully, I'm not wrong on this because wait a minute. All right, so I'm gonna knock out a couple of little fun things that I did end up finding out about because I wanted to wait. I didn't want to ruin anything for myself, and even when I updated the description for this, I kind of didn't want to ruin things for you guys. But the one little fun thing I found out, which I'm sure you two already knew, is that Scott Derrickson directed Doctor Strange and wrote with C. Cargyle. So you have the Marvel family there. And not just that, but Madeline McGraw is Hope Van Dyne.
Yes, it's Hope.
I'm like sitting here like, there's like all this Marvel connection going on right
Marvel
now.
alumni.
So with the 8mm,
she's gonna be a big star. Mark my
will.
words. Mark my words.
With the 8mm, that was kind of his. I mean, you've got Ethan Hawke in this movie. You got Sinister, which is one of his. A lot of people love
Ethan
Sinister.
Hawke is in that as well, yeah.
So you got the little thing in there, which is a kind of a little way I found to, as you're watching it, you remember who made this movie. So if you love Sinister, then you kind of know where this guy how Scott thinks. And so I love it's okay if you give your own nod to your own movie. And for me, I was fine with it. It did as it was happening. I thought about Sinister, but it wasn't like a negative for me. When the father showed up in the Bobcat, because Rick mentioned about The Shining, and that's how and I should have wrote his name down. But the guy who came to rescue them showed up in a Bobcat. So here's, you're getting basically in a Joe Hill movie, Stephen King's son, a little nod to The Shining. The lady who played Barbara has been doing movies for years. I'm about to really show my age on this. As soon as I saw her, I go, oh shit. So if you ever saw this movie, I think it was like in the 80s also. It was called Mommy Dearest about, I can't remember who the big actress was. Mama Rose. You know what I'm talking about. You saw Mommy Dearest, Lexi?
Mama Rose knows.
All right,
yes.
so Mama Rose would know. And so,
comment in the comments section.
And I would imagine also DeRay.
Mama Rose knows.
But, Joan Crawford. It was Joan Crawford. She played Joan Crawford's daughter in the movie. And from there, you knew that, she's a great actress. She's done so many little things here and there. And when I saw her, I was like, oh no, Christina's in the movie. The other a little homage in here is, and I love when writers and directors give especially the 80s slashers their little flowers here. But when the grabber comes out of the mist in the skates, that is 1983's Curtains. If nobody has seen that, make sure to check it out. It's a slasher film where 6 actresses basically get taken out one by one, and in one of them the person gets chased down by the hag on ice skates. and he admitted too, it was a nod to that movie because it's one of those that, it should be checked out. Just like the way, like I never saw The Burning. Rick gave that one a nod. I mean, this is like 80s slashers, especially the ones that are the one you can see in the new ones. Check them out.
You saw The Prowler?
The Prowler. I saw The Prowler. I fucking love The Prowler.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then of course the obvious, the dream sequences. Thankfully, it did go the 8mm route as opposed to looking normal, because it would have completely made me think of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, taking it and changing the aesthetic of the dream sequences doesn't make you all. Yes, I said, okay, so now he's Freddy Krueger. I think a lot of people have actually said that is one of the main comments on the movie. By him changing how the dreams look, that's how he separated how this is not a Freddy Krueger type. And that's where I give the nod to, because I was honestly, when I saw that it was gonna be in dreams, I did see the trailer. I was like, man,
This guy saw the
you
trailer.
can't do the
yo.
it was well, I didn't even know that it was gonna
I'm
be
just
for that
busting your
either.
balls.
But I'm like, really, we're gonna do dreams? I'm like, this is Freddy. You gotta make
hold
sure
on,
you
is
do
that
this
what you were
right.
talking about a couple streams ago when you said I saw the Black Phone trailer? There's something I'm not gonna like. I got a feeling. Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love when
It was
stuff
that,
comes
and
full
but
circle.
but it was the thing, because he changed it.
I
I
understand.
quickly went,
Mhm.
okay, it's not
Mhm.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Same thing with you guys. It filled in the little plot holes in there. Yes. This was Lexi, you probably would have been in the same boat as the rest of us. A 10 o'clock movie is a little too early, I gotta say.
How the fuck you watch a movie at 10 a.m.?
It
At
is.
10
Yeah.
well, no,
That's
here's the thing,
crazy,
because
bro.
first of all,
I ended
we're-
up going early by myself too, and I was
but
like,
we're
"Ugh."
overnight workers,
I
and
know,
our
I know,
schedules
I
are
know.
so much more different.
You're
And
used to it, yeah.
well, no, and then like we've been like, Lexi's part of it. We've been forming this little like movie family, so we have to try to work around everybody's schedule. And on that day, and because I think it was when we were watching what was the last one you were here, Lexi, for the review?
Oh shit.
Damn it.
I'm a little.
Anyway, we were all sitting there.
Continue.
We were all sitting there, like looking at the schedule, talking to each other to get together again. So we had like this little movie club. But yeah, 10 o'clock was a little too early. And when it got to the slow parts, I'm like,
Strangers Chapter 2. There we go.
there you go. It's a
You were
Stranger's
here
chapter
for that?
2.
Shit, that was like
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Hey, everybody's memory's bad around here.
We're all getting
But-
old.
Yeah, no, I did enjoy the movie. Same thing. It's during what you guys loved as far as building the characters and all that, because it was just a lot of one-on-one. I'm glad that because they were going to a camp. Who the fuck goes to camp during the winter? First of all, definitely not me. If I'm gonna go to camp, it would be during the summer.
I saw more as a retreat. That's why I saw it.
Well, no, it's like they do summer, but they do winter. So it's like, but it's why?
Yeah, not me. I don't
No.
like being outdoors in the cold, man. No, you won't
Yeah,
catch my
no.
skinny ass out there, bro. Hell no.
But I had liked that a storm basically
That
got
was,
them secluded,
so good.
and that it wasn't gonna turn into the kids, like that. Now that they're, when they were like, oh, we're gonna be camp counselors in training, I'm like,
Is that what they were there for?
So-
To be
Yes.
counselors?
For
Yes, yeah.
counseling. Yeah.
counselors in training.
But they
because-
also got there early because remember, what was the Spanish guy's name again?
Ernesto,
Ernesto.
No,
Oh,
the
Mando?
adult counsel.
Mando.
Yes.
No.
Mando. He said something in the beginning when they first arrived. He's like, well, we sent out emails about the storm. You guys didn't get it because you guys were on the list like at last minute. So they never got the email to not arrive later.
They had emails in +82. I don't remember that.
Wait a
Or
minute.
whatever
Hold
the
on a
fuck. Or
second.
phone
Wait,
I
calls,
hold
know.
on.
sorry. Phone calls.
Wait a
That's
minute. Hold on.
whatever.
Wait, stop. Pause. They did say they sent out emails, did they? Did they say emails? No.
I
There's no-
thought
now-
they sent emails.
Hold on a second. You just blow my mind. Don't
There's
do
no
this to me.
emails tonight.
All right.
I mean, there might have been. Hold on.
Let's just assume it meant a
No.
letter. Let's
Yeah,
maybe
I think it was a
they sent
mail.
a letter.
Maybe
It had to be
even-
mail.
yeah. Had to
I'm
be-
gonna
They
go
won't-
back and watch. But
they won't make
it's
that
either
mistake.
Emails,
There's
phone
no
calls.
That would
way.
be funny though. I was
There's
like,
no
wow.
way.
That would be
Email.
funny.
I could have swore they said emails,
I
but
could have sworn they said emails too, to be
Me
honest.
too.
But-
Me too.
All right, yes, in 1982, because it wasn't until much later
There
that
was no
all
email
that.
in 82, bro.
Um,
But
I-
that's
I-
how they got there early before all the campers. So
Yeah.
But again, it's another movie grounded in the 80s with, you know, the phone. I mean, and I love that one phone is just so secluded. And again, who thought about putting the phone next to the water? I don't know. Whoever decided this whole camp didn't really think about it all that properly. Because I'm kind of a dick, and I can say if somebody would have been on that phone, I would have wondered how funny it would have been. Yeah, I would have wondered how funny it would have been if me and somebody else could have ran to it to push it, see if we could knock it over and go in the water. So it wasn't a very sound
you're one of
idea.
those guys.
Yeah, no, I am.
Yeah.
Hello, talk to all my siblings. I mean,
One's right here.
I'm sure they all have little stories that, you know, or some stuff that they remembered. So, you know, hey, that's what the job of the older brother is. And he's
Listen, Joe. I'm just fucking with you. Hey,
well, no, he's just like me too. So don't get twisted.
I used to be scared of him, so I know.
So there you go.
Because yeah, he's gone. Look, he's muted too.
You're muted, JR.
Yeah, Joe. No, it was something I wanted to look a background of because there was something about
sorry.
Alpine Lake that I was curious about.
Save that thought, Joe. Finish your thought. I'm sorry.
But then, you know, and it's funny because I was sitting there going, somebody else is gonna remember this, because I did feel I've seen somewhere or before where the supernatural's ability relies on something being hidden, you know, something. And I was like, I could have sworn that this is something that's been touched upon.
A lot of,
you know,
films. There's a lot of
right.
films like that.
So, you know, but again, I
Dude, watch
enjoyed
the
it.
Changeling. Watch that. Have you seen the
Oh,
Changeling?
I've seen that with George C. Scott.
Yes. Oh my God.
That's
same thing.
That's
It's a haunted story, and what it is, you gotta find a certain object to end the haunt. Great fucking film that is. By the way, man.
And because he gave the nod to curtains, and then when him attacking everybody, where you can't see him attacking them, but you can see them being flung around, like when he went by and slashed Barbara and her man. But this is what I will say: there wasn't a whole lot of killing in the movie because all of them survived. Everybody just got fucked up. If you really, everybody just got fucked, cuts, you know, thrown around, and not for nothing, but Gwen's got to have a whole lot of scars, you know, after this, you know. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I would have to end up watching it again, you know, maybe not so early in the morning. And
were you nice, Joe? Were you nice at least?
Oh, I smoked.
Okay, all right.
It was
so
they do have a bar in the theater. I contemplated.
Mm.
Well, no, I'm like, I don't know. Is 10 o'clock in the morning a little too early to have an IPA before a movie?
No. Listen.
It might be a little too early.
That's
5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. That is quite true.
I just don't.
And on our schedule, it is 5 o'clock.
That is very true. I've been told about that, but I still feel that kind of makes me feel like you should be trying to, you know, going to the Betty Ford clinic. But
yeah, I'm not an early morning drinking guy. No.
Yeah, listen, I had somebody tell me that because the time that we get out, it's technically would be our 5 o'clock. I came home one morning really stressed out from work, and I made myself a Bloody Mary just because I had all the stuff, and I made a strong one.
At what time?
It was like 8 o'clock about 7:30 in the morning, which would be to a night shift person. I know Lauren's already checked out.
7:30 in the night.
Actually maybe about 5:30 because again the shit's weird. So I halfway through it, I'm like, man, I feel like an alcoholic. No, it's too early in the morning unless
the
you're
earliest
on vacation.
I drink is during Comic-Con. By 12 noon, I probably got a beer cracked open.
Bro, I made you start drinking earlier than that when I
probably
went.
I know.
You know that.
I went to Universal. We're drinking pina colada at 9:30 in the morning. Man.
Wake and bake. When you're with Joe, you wake and bake, man.
As soon as I got up, I'm like, "Come on, Rick, let's go." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Let's go downstairs,
dude. Let's go."
You got to open them lungs early, man. You got to start. But yeah, no. It's really hard when you do a sequel, and you can make both your movies stand out on their own. There's going to be something like that coming up soon. Street. But when you can make your two movies connect, but also make two movies that are separate, that's really hard to do. And it's a kudos on that because both movies connect, but both movies are kind of different from each other. The connection is the grabber, the family, but as far as how it kind of was done, it they were totally different. I enjoyed the movie. Did I love it? I wasn't in love only because it, just like I said, all the stuff that it reminded me of. It took me a little bit to get my head out of that, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who goes through that when they watch a movie. But once I got my head out of it, and I said, thankfully for him changing the dream sequences for that 8mm, that's what helped rewire my brain and get out of that and sit there and go enjoy this fucking movie, because don't compare it. It's not a comparison. These are homages. These are nods. This is somebody who loves horror and is basically trying to show you, hey, if this reminds you of something, then you know your horror.
It reminded me of Insidious a little bit with the astral projection with Gwen. So when you were talking about like shouting out all the films, I was thinking, sitting there watching the film, I was thinking of Insidious a few times. I was like, oh, she astral projects like the little boy in Insidious. That's cool. It was a thought.
Well, let's go through the comments real quick, and then we'll go ahead and give your.
God, this is all free.
No wire hangers, yeah.
No wire hangers. What's that? Wait, what's that in reference to?
That's for Mommy Dearest. Joan
See,
Crawford.
he knew. He knew.
I know he would know. Dearest my age. He better have fucking known.
Completely unrelated. I think y'all might like Traumatica. It's a tight 80 minutes and quite nasty. What year
Hey, Dre, is that the one that's on Tubi? Because I keep passing it. It's a new film.
Yeah, it's 2025. It's on my list to watch.
We should check it out. We could check it out. Let's check it out. Maybe we fill it in one of our off nights. Hey, listen, we gotta do some weird shit too every once in a while.
I've been watching a lot of weird
shit. We can't give Joe all the fucking weird shit, you know. It might be I watched it illegally.
Hey, nothing wrong with doing it old school.
So what's the scale? 1 through 5. 8, 2. What's that?
I don't know. Adam, you're gonna have to clarify the 8.
What the fuck's he talking about? Was he rushing us? You trying to get us off the air? What the fuck?
No, he wants to.
No, I think he's.
And actually, since you are rushing, since you are Adam, why don't you give your score? Actually, if anybody saw the movie, in the comment section, go ahead and give us your score.
Drop your score.
Yeah, we rated 1 through 5. So, all right, Lexi, ladies first.
Oh, for me, it was a 5, and the reason why, that's why I didn't really say much in the beginning, because I knew you guys were knowing you guys and watching the film. I knew the cinematography, the looks of from dreams to real life. I knew you guys were going to comment on all of that. I already saw that coming. But I enjoyed the film completely. Storyline wise, I loved Ernesto. I'm sorry. I thought it was a nice touch for Gwen. I thought it was very cute. And again, like I said with Insidious, I also thought of The Conjuring. It gave me that feel of Ed Lorraine vibes between them. He really believed her. That's just me thinking. But I did think of Ed and Lorraine from Conjuring stuff. I did think of Insidious. I liked Ernesto. I thought he was, I liked the kind of, not bromance, but between the brother and him. He's like, the little fun parts, like, what was the line he said when they're in the bed and they're about to kiss, and he's like, "Am I beautiful too?"
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful too. So would be me if that was like my sibling. That would totally be me. So I love that little build up in between. But I love also the lines where he was like, "Your only job is to protect my sister," and so he what is the brother's name? God damn it, Finn.
Finn.
Yes,
like Finn Balor.
I love that that they kind of built trust quickly, because they were, it's life or death here. So I like that he put his sister in his hands a few times. I was on the edge of my seat a few times, and again, I was in the theater alone. I was like, no, do not kill Gwen. I swear to God, I will walk out this theater if you kill Gwen. I was getting scared because she was getting a little too close to that oven.
She's the best character.
Yeah, she's the best. I was like, what are you gonna do if you kill her all? I was so scared. There were so many close calls with Gwen. I do like the entire scene with, the blind fight at the end, where I love that they both had, and we talk about Gwen's ability, but can we talk about Finney's ability, where he can hear? She's like visual, she can see, he can hear, and there's times where she couldn't hear what he was hearing. So I feel like he has a little bit of ability himself that they don't really touch upon as much as they do with Gwen. Um, but I like that whole scene where she can visually see it, but he's feeling his way through, and he can. I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of an ability that they haven't touched on with Finn. So if it grows, that would be kind of cool to figure out. But I like the way that this is right now. I don't think they should touch it again. I like it. 5 for me. And one more thing. Sorry. Like I said in the beginning, I'm gonna have to really sit on it when we do our end of the year review, because this one almost knocks Weapons down for me, because the Weapons, I already called it best of 2025. Is Black Phone 2 going to be best of 2025? I don't know. I'm going to have to sit and think on this one, because they're really teeter-tottering, especially being new original stories and not like a remake of something in the past.
Mr. Ricky
Awesome.
Mondo.
How awesome was the grabber in this movie, though? Like Ethan Hawke,
Fucking
I
awesome.
want to give him his flowers before I'm done. I think his cadence, his inflections, just the way he speaks, his tone. He's a villain. He kills children. He's the most deplorable of the deplorable, But yet he's so charismatic and interesting and fascinating. I love his character, and I'm glad they brought him back. I'll be honest. I'm not really a fan. Always they gotta make a sequel. Here, I don't think the story it's a little hollow. It's thin. It's not much to it, right? He gets killed. His spirit gets automatically transferred back to where he first started killing, and he's trapped here. And these kids are trying to hey, help. So that's the biggest issue with the film, but it just works because the grabber is so good, and I'm glad they went back. Now let me ask you guys a question. Now, how do you feel about giving him an origin? Wild Bill, that was his name. Like, how do you guys feel about that? Just real quick, quick answers. Joe, you first.
I didn't. Here's the thing. I didn't mind it because it's how you ended up connecting the family to the grabber. Like for me, so for me, the part of the reason he might have gone after Finn and after Gwen is because the mom.
Yeah.
And he knew that the mom could have ratted him out. I gotta take out these 2 kids because they can do the same. And it was intelligent way to connect it.
Bastard. How about you, Jr.? How you like the fact that give him the backstory?
I didn't mind it at all. I didn't mind the backstory with the Wild Bill. To go back to something you said, he wasn't really trapped there though. That's where his power was. Because the minute he died, that they started experiencing things in the cabin.
Okay.
So he returned back home technically to where
where his evil
power is the strongest.
The origin of his basically his first victims.
Good shout,
Those
Jr.
were all
Good
his
shout.
first victims.
Lexi?
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I didn't mind it. Yeah, not at all.
That's cool. I think that was really cool to give him a little bit extra meat on them bones, but 4.5.
And you get the truth about the mother.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing too. They did go back and give and kind of like I don't know. See, it's weird because when that's such a strong staple of a character, the suicide, and they take that away. Now, what drives the characters now? Now, hopefully, I'll be honest. As much as I love this film, and the grabber, this movie solidified him as a boogeyman. In my opinion, he's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want any more of these films. There's nothing else you could do with it. We don't need a black.
All three are
because
they're
you already
pushing
showed
it,
us
they're on
Hope
board.
didn't commit suicide. She was onto the grabber. She was killed for that, and Finney and Gwen suffered because of that as well. But now they already figured that out. They took care of that. We don't need any more of the story. So hopefully they come like Scott Derrickson's I think he's very talented, and I want them to give us something new. He did Sinister. He did this. He could do original IP. He don't have to do just Doctor Strange type stuff. So yeah, give us something new. But overall, if it's a 4.5 for me. I think this movie, in my opinion, I think it trumps the original film. I think it does. And the original film, going back, knowing that, yes, they are spirits, like when they're talking to Finney and they're preparing Finney to escape, I think that was so well handled, going back and watching it. But here, everything was just, it's all right, we gave you the story, but now we're going to give it the ice cream. You had the food, now this is the junk food. And this what this movie was. It was a visual feast. The Atticus Derrickson knocked it out of the park. And I love when that scene when Gwen is being elevated. He's throwing her around, and everybody, jumps in to help her. And then all of a sudden, Finney comes in, and then the grabber just, all right, he lets her go. But the music slowly, as he's fading into the shadows, the music is also fading with him. Fucking brilliant, masterful. I love this movie, man. I'll be honest. I really did. As a sequel, this is how it's done. You want to make a sequel, make it different, keep it fresh. It wasn't about Finney. It was about the other character everyone else would have rather seen a movie about. And it was Gwen. She's charismatic. She's fun. She's strong. She's interesting. And not to say Finney's bad, but she's the strength to me of the series, and it focused on her. Chef's kiss, man. That's all I got to say about that.
All right. Hit up the comments real quick before we go to JR.
All right. Oh, okay. My bad. P Rockzilla, my man. Sorry, late. I still need to watch the original. You know what? Watch the original and then go watch the sequel. I think they complement each other so well because, like I said, they're so different. What up, P Rock? Thank you for that comment. And Frida, okay, my boys, and everyone else. That's Lexi and me. Trying to catch up on the preferred programs. Watching Hulu. Love you all. Keep up the great work. Night. Good night, Frida. Thank you for chiming in.
You know you're one of her boys too.
I know.
Yeah, you look at him smile. He's like, I know.
I'm one of her sons. I'm in the How far in the future?
2 years.
No. Actually, in totality, is 4 years. I did the math on that. Yes, they said it's 4 years. Yeah.
All right, JR, the villain.
All right, so for me, yeah, I mean, the fact that they felt like they took one of my criticisms and made it a point in this film because
I gotta step. I'm sorry, JR. I gotta step up for a few minutes. I'll be right back.
What I like about it, first and foremost, is the Gwen character was so believable. Usually, a lot of these films, when you have somebody with abilities, they become like a badass and, they're the fighter of the world right from the get-go. This is a person who had abilities that she was scared of because of what happened to her mother. So by having these abilities, she thought she was going crazy, which was one of the carrying things in this film is you have this poor girl who sees all these visions, and in her mind, she fears that she's going the same route as her mom, not knowing what happened as far as the grabber goes. So I think that's what carried the film mostly because you had this character. I mean, when she cried, it was so believable for me. It's like you felt her pain. As far as the other characters, like I like Mando. I think Mando's character was cool as shit. I liked his backstory, what he was doing. Like I said, Barbara, I thought Barbara was cool. She played her role. It's like for the limited cast they had, they all played what they needed to play.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
As far as Finn goes, his ability is his connection is every time he picks up a phone is somebody looking to be saved or a body looking to be found, and he wanted to disconnect from that. So that's why every time he picked up the phone, he goes, "I can't help you."
Can't help you.
The phone because
Thank you. Nobody mentioned that either. Every time he picked up the phone, he said, "I can't help you." Like he's done. Yes.
Right.
I think how the movie ended. The phone rang. He didn't hear it anymore. So it was complete. He completely passed away from it. So he lost that. Well, I mean, I don't think they're gonna do it. They should not do another one after this. They should.
I don't
I'm telling you right now.
If they do it, it's the money grab thing. Don't do it.
As a standing, they all of them want to come back, and they actually have a thought in mind already. So I'm telling you right now, when they were filming this was them talking and then going, we could do another one. And if he separated this one, I mean, let's give him it.
But this is the problem is if they bring back the grabber, they can't. That's the problem. Because his power was those 3 last kids.
Oh, you got a good point there.
They can't bring him back.
But you could also tie in to the connection that he has to Finn, Gwen, and the mom, and it could be leached onto them.
Well, the connection's already severed because the mom already moved on.
No, but right, because these are 2 people that can figure him out.
But he's gone. That's what I'm saying. His power
I know.
is gone.
Yes.
So there's no there's nothing for him to come or a way for him to come back to. If he comes back, if they're going to Nightmare on Elm Street route with that, which they can't do,
Or they can go, or they can
or
go.
they could go with somebody totally different.
Well, they can go back to the cabin with the mom. The only problem is you're not going to be able to use Ethan Hawke. If you go back to when he first started doing the killings, Ethan Hawke is, and no shade to you, Ethan, he's too old to be able to play a young version of it. Like, you can cast the whole entire cast.
The only way that they could do it is, this is the only way, because like I said, his power is gone. If you have a copycat who believes he's the grabber, and then basically somehow gets the persona,
That would be so stupid.
But you can't do it because you basically
you've eliminated
you
all
put
your
a nail in the
sources.
coffin in this film.
Yeah, you did.
That's it. Everybody moved on because Finn stopped hearing the phone, and you have basically Gwen finally say goodbye to her mother, finally understand
Closure.
that her gift was she has a gift, not a curse. So she's moving on. So you have all these characters that are moved on. You can't do anything else with this film at all. You can't do let's do something just about Gwen. You lost the whole point of the film. I mean, now if they would have tied it a different way, but the fact that they locked it in, this is why he came back. This is where his power is. This is where the strongest is. Got the 3 kids. We found them. All right, he's gone. And that's I loved it that they did that, because the problem is a lot of these films will completely keep going, and you don't need to keep going with it. Leave it at we're done with it. Come up with something different. Guys. Come up with something unique. Would I do if I was him, I would make sure I have Madeline coming back in all my films, because she is such a magnificent young actress, and I could see her eventually taking it. I mean, the thing is with horror, you have so many good female lead characters, but she could easily be up there as one of the lead female characters in horror. But for me, it's like, I enjoyed the movie. I agree. This movie for me destroyed the first in every level. The cinematography was amazing. The acting was amazing. The feeling of isolation was amazing. The only thing I understand is I like the cold. But these fuckers were staying outside in the freezing cold with just like long sleeve shirts on, like nothing.
In the motherfucking mountains.
Yeah. Yo, you're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted, Joe.
It's fucking mad. As you said, it's mountains. It's mad cold.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. Yeah. Like, I listen. I've gone outside in the middle of winter when I was younger, up north, because it's not down here in Florida. And even when you go out there and you got to smoke, you fucking cover yourself up. Like, it's cold. Like the way that sometimes I agree with you.
What's crazy? The brutality we got in the film. There was only one scene. I'm sitting there like, ow, like that hurt the hell out of me. Is when she's in that little crawl space trying to bang out, and he like with the axe, like a little, like he tapped her and she just started bleeding right off the bat. I mean, that little tap, you're like, holy, he just like this little quick shot. But yeah, I mean, definitely, I think this film is good for what it did. I always say that if you're gonna make a sequel, always make it better. The whole point is to make it better and not do a continuation without having to do a continuation. I did like the father in this one, and it's just like, leave it where it is. You did a marvelous job creating a sequel. It is hard to create a sequel, especially we could have many conversations of what sequels were better than the first. And we could probably name 3 movies off the bat. And that's how slim it is as far as, and this one would be one of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
It would be this one. It would be, which, this is always a big debate. I always prefer Jaws 2 over Jaws 1. And a lot of people prefer Aliens.
You waited for Rick not to be here to say that.
Oh, he's in the ear.
I know I'm pretty sure he's got the ear thing about it, but Rick's like, oh man, I'm going to comment right now.
Like I said, we had Aliens. People feel it's better than Alien. So
like Alien.
You have those small films, and yeah, for me, it's a 4.5. I wanted to give it more, but for me, if I watch a film and certain things remind me of another film, even though homage or not, if I've seen it before, it kind of takes away a little bit. But the fact that the score was so powerful in this one, I felt like the last time I seen a film where the score was helped the film tremendously was, I'll be honest, Halloween. And I thought this film did a tremendous job with that score. And like I said, I never heard that score before, like that sound. And if you don't watch this in the theater, you're missing out on what that sound is in a big ass space where you just feel the
And I was alone listening to that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
It was
4.5.
crazy.
All right, let's hit up the comments real quick. Sorry, Rick, I'm gonna do them all. First up, we got P. Rockzilla. He has to fart.
Who has to fart?
Rick, because he left. We got Selena laughing, and then we got Rick going, nah, wait, didn't hit it. Nah, chill. And I agree with JR. On your thoughts on as far as the sequel. So we've got
Zaire.
Zarar. No, I'm sorry. Zarar. Hi. Rick saying hello. All right.
Hello.
Part 3 could take place in the current year. The black cell phone.
The black cell. Oh my god.
I snorted on that.
That's a parody. That's a scary movie parody.
I will boycott that, Jeray. Me too. All right. Oh, I heard it. That you know what that's about, JR.
I got a quick question before Rick comes back too. Did you guys watch any of the trailers for films coming out?
No.
All right, there's one called The Housemaid that I'm interested in watching because it has.
Oh, that's with I don't consider that horror. That's psychological, but that's with is it Cindy Sweeney?
No.
What's it? Hold on. Amanda Siegfried.
Actually, no. Cindy Sweeney's in it, and Amanda Seyfried.
Siegfried, yes, yeah. I told. Do not question.
Well, I think that's a remake or a remake of a Korean film. So the only reason I want to watch it because.
By the way, speaking of remakes, Begonia is a remake. I don't know if you saw. I saw the trailer Begonia. I don't know if you guys had the same trailer when we saw the new one with Emma. No, is it Emma?
Oh, Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. That's a remake. Yeah, that's a remake of a. I don't know if it was a Korean or it's definitely. Hopefully, it's not bad to say, but it's definitely an Asian movie that was done already that they're remaking.
Oh, Lexi, there's a film that we might have to sneak into. What's Your Story? That actually
Shelby
drops
Oaks.
This week.
Really?
No, there's another one that's on Hulu that drops this week. You ever seen?
I've been excited for Shelby Oaks.
It already dropped. It already dropped here.
Yeah, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. They remade it, but it has Micah Monroe. Yeah.
Yes, we need you to check out. So basically, what JR is leading into is for a "What's Your Story" episode. You need to check out the original, which has Annabelle Sciorra and Rebecca.
De Mornay.
Rebecca De Mornay. And now there's a new sequel, or not sequel, a remake with Micah Monroe and Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Shit, I was making sure I remembered all three of her name. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Oh, okay.
It's
like I heard, but
it's a psychological drama, but as a horror fan, it's psychological horror.
Yeah.
All right. So as far as me,
you want to get that question real quick?
Sorry. So what was the last horror movie you guys remember that the sequel was better than the original?
The Conjuring 2?
The Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects is a good choice.
I agree with The Conjuring 2. I like The Conjuring 2 better than Conjuring 1.
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. Actually, I'm going to go OG and go Dawn of the Dead on that one. Dawn of the Dead was definitely better than Reacher. I'm sorry, man. I did love that movie, though. But what about you guys?
Aliens.
I said
Aliens. Yeah,
I know. I like Alien better.
You like Alien better, really?
Yes.
Oh boy, you got problems, brother.
But me and Rick have always debated Jaws that if Jaws 1 and Jaws 2, you could. There's no clear. I mean,
that is the same. Hold on. What they did, what Jaws 1 and Jaws 2 is Black Phone 1 and Black Phone 2. They're two totally different movies, still with the same person, and they both stand out alone on their own, but still connect the movies. So that's I'm gonna give that one because I still love Jaws. But by the way, Rick, they have a Funko of damn it, from Jaws.
I have it.
With it,
Whatever
with
it is, I have it.
you saw you. Well, no, the new one that you can change.
have
You can
it.
change the face on him.
That was epic.
What?
Yeah, there's a new one that damn it, I'm sorry.
That ain't no
I'm not gonna
Funko.
lie.
What the fuck
The
you
alcohol is
talking
starting to hit in a little bit.
about?
But the boat guy, damn. What's the name of the
Quint. I do. Come on,
Quint.
it's Quint.
So there's a I found it. It's a Quint,
I'm gonna
and you
Google
can
this.
change
Quinn, not Quinn, man.
Quint. All right. So for me, so I'm a 4 on it. That's still not a bad score. I know you guys scored a little higher. You know, I love the movie. I think I'm on the slow parts kind of dragged the movie down just a little bit. You know, I completely got past of the comparisons that the movie is being given. Stop comparing it. Honestly, they are standalones. Like
I
the
agree.
only reason that you're comparing it is because you have somebody who is going into their dreams and the person in their dreams attacking them. It's not a Nightmare on Elm Street. It's not a killer who stalks you in your dreams. These are two totally different things. Do not compare them. Like, it's truly not at all alike. I love Gwen's character. I'm a huge person on the dreams part. I won't go into whole detail, but you know, like we hear stories in our family about witchcraft and shit like that. I'm a person that
What you
my
say,
dreams.
Brujeria? How you saying?
Brujeria. Well,
Brujeria.
Brujeria. At least
my
we don't
Spanish sucks.
we don't do santeria. It's just brujeria.
Brujeria.
But I am a person who, and I know they're not in the comments, but I'll mention them because Lexi would know who they are. Before I went to work the other day, I took a nap and I had a dream. And in that dream, when I went to work, I told Tara what my dream was. And as the night progressed, the dream that I had actually came in. Like the next day when I talked to her, I go, do you realize that I told you I had this dream and that by the end of the night, the dream that I had actually came to be? And I told Ricky and I told, like, they were like, holy shit. So I am a huge thing. Dreams are a very powerful thing. Dreams, some people wake up, some people will have something to do the next day and they have a dream of that and realize in their dream something went wrong and will not do their plans just because the dream that they had. I mean, I know why you laugh, JR. But dreams are they're prophetic. They can give you the future. They can, like, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through, they manifest in there. So psychologically, dreams are, hello, it has already been done that, you know, dreams are subconscious. It's in the psychology part. So using the psychology part in here with the dreams part, I loved it. I mean, I'm a person who has dreams and sometimes my dreams do come true. If I ever dream of fish, and I stopped doing this, but back in the day, I would dream of fish and I would post on Facebook, I had a dream of fish. I don't know if JR and Rick know about, but when you have a dream of fish in your dream, somebody's going to be pregnant. And every time I dreamt of fish, I already figured out my nieces and nephews. I would post it, and one of either my sisters or my sister-in-law at that point were pregnant. So using dreams, but not using dreams the way that Freddy Krueger used dreams, was a different way of doing it. And I love the movie. I'm not scoring it higher. You know, it is honestly based on, because of the comparisons. I'll be honest on that, but I still loved it. It still stood out straight. Before we sign out, I do want to quickly go around real quick because, you know, Ethan Hawke has been dipping his toes a lot in horror for years now. So you don't have to talk about the movie, give it a review on it. Quick go around. What is your favorite Ethan Hawke horror movie? I'm going to go with Lexi first. Ladies always.
Sinister and The Purge.
All right. Ricky?
God, I had to think. Sinister. What else? Wait, what other movies has he been in? That's hard.
The Purge.
The Purge.
I think of Ethan Hawke. I think of Training Day. I think of Moon Knight. I don't. What else? I don't know.
Almost all the Purges, not all of them, but Anarchy.
all
at
right,
least.
the first Purge I ever remember because he got shot. I remember that.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, Sinister. If I'm off the top of my head,
Sinister for
if,
sure.
if I sat now, if I pull up IMDb and all right, let me see. Maybe I could change it. But as off the top of my head right now, I was never a Sinister guy when it first came out, and I'll be honest because I did not like that Darth Maul looking creature that's always in the promotional pictures. It looked corny to me. Like, what is this? I gotta say Darth Maul, you know. But after I watched the movie, it's fucking scary, and Ethan Hawke was great, and everyone dies. Sorry, spoiler. Sorry. Yeah, that's my pick. Sinister.
All right, Jr.
Alive. Come on, man. Ain't no more horror.
Oh
than
my
that.
God! All right,
Wait,
all right.
Alive? Wait,
That,
the movie
that
is
is
fucking.
that
hold
is
on.
that is wait that that's
Cannibal
true.
film?
That is true natural horror. That's
That's
okay.
fucking
Damn
horror,
it.
man.
I
Wait,
gotta-
that's what this guy is in it.
Ethan Hawke. There's a whole
Wait.
lot of.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
hold
I'll
on.
tell you-
That's
I'll tell
the
you the
cannibal
cat-
film, right?
Yeah, man.
Well, no, it's the soccer team that they're playing Crashes, which they've done. There's a second movie that was done.
Who's the guy?
which
That
is-
guy Rich. He's a director.
You got Vincent Spano in it. You got Josh Hamilton, Bruce Ramsey, John Newton, Sam Behrens, Christian Milioti, Danny Nucci, Jack Noseworthy, Kevin Bresnahan.
What year
Yeah,
is
that movie is.
Was that a
freaking-
remake? What year is that?
No, that was
that's
the
not a
actually.
remake, That's based on a true
there
story.
is- That was
Hold
the
on.
original. I would say that's the first movie done about the. It's actually from Uruguay. It was their rugby team. Their
What
plane
year?
had crashed. This came out in
93?
1993. So their plane had crashed in the Andes, and they had to wait to get rescued. And so what they
Yeah,
ended
it's a
up
true
having
story.
to
I
do,
remember that.
yeah, they ended up having to do. They finally realized they were hungry, and the people that had been dying that they buried in the snow were kind of cooked at this point, so they started eating them. But there is I can't remember who did it. I don't know if it was Hulu, but another one of the streamers did do. I think it was a mini series, like 2 or 3 episodes on it.
That's it. That's pure horror.
Yeah.
What
All
was
right.
all right, hold on. What was the other cannibal film where a plane crashes and people? It's a '90s film as well. They needed to eat each other. Oh God, who's the?
I
God,
think that was
dog.
it.
No, because there's an actor that's not in this cast list that I know for a fact was in this fucking cannibal.
Who's the actor?
I forgot his name. That's the
Well,
problem.
you can't help. You're not helping right now.
But if I see his name, I'll know. It'll come to me. We gotta continue.
I got
Alright,
one
so-
quick question before we go though.
Wait, I didn't answer mine.
Oh, man. I thought you did. Yeah.
No. So for me, it's The Purge, only because The Purge came after Strangers, and The Strangers, as far as being home alone and trying to defend yourself, fucked me up. But then The Purge comes out, and then they have this thing instituted, and now in your home you have to worry about people coming after you. So for me, I do love Sinister. Don't get me wrong, Sinister is fucking creepy as fuck, but I stick more to what can actually happen when it comes to horror, which is why The Strangers sits as one of those up there that somebody can walk into your fucking house and decide, we just decided to kill you on this. With The Purge, it was, well, we didn't like your fucking family, so we decided to kill you. So that's kind of where I stick on that one. But JR, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I know we've been binge watching horror movies. Name the title of the most disturbing one you've watched so far.
Well, I'm not fair on this question. Watch all
Hold on,
of
but what's the
most-
parameters? Like all time, any or
No.
recent?
Just as far as that you've watched recently. Any film that you watched
Oh.
recently, you're like, wow, this is fucked up.
Okay, The Ugly
Terrifier
Stepsister.
3.
Oh wait, Terrifier 3.
Yes, Terrifier 3. I just
Actually, I am
recently
gonna
watched
go.
that for the first time last week.
Oh.
That shit
I was like,
fucked.
I was
Hold
2
on.
months ago on
I
it.
found
on
it.
that
I
one.
found it. Sorry.
I was-
Ravenous with Guy Pearce.
Oh, it's
That's-
fucking awesome.
Yes, that's a good movie. That's
You
Guy
just
Pearce.
saw
That's
this?
the actor. No. I've been saw it, but
Oh,
that's what I thought Alive was. But I got him
Oh,
confused. I got the movies
all right.
confused. Yeah, I'm sorry,
Wait,
sorry.
what was your
the
most?
question?
What was your most recent fucked up film that you saw?
Oh, bro. I don't know, man. Recent fucked up
Yeah.
film.
For me,
Go
it was
back to
Terrifier.
me. Let
3.
me think.
Well,
Well,
like I said,
Terrifier 3, I was laughing. I wasn't
would
like,
go, like for me, I would go.
They
Ugly
went for it though.
I would go
Yeah.
Ugly Stepsister, but because going
No,
for it,
but that was
Terrifier
more
3.
again. But that movie is more. I guess we got different parameters. I'm
Yeah,
thinking-
something like
It's-
unknown.
it's just more
not what we
gruesome of
reviewed,
the
just
trilogy.
What you
one
got,
that
Gr?
you-
Let me see. Let me see what you got. Then
Well, I
I'll see.
got Succubus with Ron Perlman is in that one. So definitely watch it. It's
The Devil's Wife.
yeah, it's like messed up. The movie's gonna piss you off more than anything. That's why I say it's disturbing because it pisses you off, and then the endings, like the last 10 minutes of the film, what the guy does to himself is like even more disturbing. So definitely watch Succubus. It's currently on, I think it's on Shudder and Tubi. But I mean, Ron Perlman is in it.
That hold on, DeRay's comment. I mean,
Yes,
hold on. You know, I have a shit about I have a fear
agree with
about
that, I agree
frogs
with
and
that.
talking about tadpoles. You know, and then the belly.
I don't
Like
wanna
that's
know.
just I don't even want to know what tadpoles in my stomach are coming
Yeah,
out my
the
belly is gonna
Succubus
feel
video.
like. All right, so before we go out of here, make sure to join us next week, and actually hit that subscribe.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Wait.
Next week's a big one, brother.
It is. I'm gonna get there.
All right, I thought you were
But
signing off.
make
with,
sure you hit subscribe, hit the follow. I mean, every single one of us have shows, and as combination on the channel, hit the notify on our lives. We're posting them early enough. Click on it, hit that notification. Listen, we know we're always a little late. If y'all don't know,
couple minutes.
like
come on.
Lexi doesn't fit into this. You're dealing with a bunch of Puerto Ricans here. Puerto Ricans don't show up on
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
time.
Again,
All
hold
right.
on,
I get mistaken as Spanish all the time, so I
You
might
do.
as well be.
You do.
It's-
Oh,
it's
hold
I
on.
might as well
Lexi,
be.
wait. Actually, let me clarify
Haley's
this.
at Puerto
Lexi
Ricans,
is
right?
always late. I'm always there before her. So we're always late. I mean,
I'm
at
extra,
least-
like non-Spanish Spanish.
but no, you're still always. I get there. Like, so. Listen.
I'm always late.
If
I
we
don't.
pop
It's never
in,
gonna
right-
change, y'all. I'm sorry.
if we pop in right at 8:00, I'm good. Other than that, and honestly, sometimes it is me, even though I try to paint it on Rick. There is a lot of times it is me. But hey, guys, we just wait for you guys to get all ready, get your
take that
drinks
heat.
on, and sit there and wait for us. We're not gonna keep you waiting 15, 20 minutes. We'll get there. But next week, it's a big one for us. It's actually our 200th Three Corners of Horror episode.
Bam.
And not just that, we love our retro reviews. I mean, listen, this is we're Lexi's the youngest member. The rest of us three, we grew up in the 80s, and we're gonna close off October with another Stephen King. I've been waiting on this one. When JR and I did the live last week, as far as what we're watching, I'm doing a Stephen King binge. I have still not hit it, and it's gonna be Silver Bullet.
I just
Corey
saw it.
Haim, Gary Busey. Yeah, we're not gonna dress up. I know it is the day before Halloween. Rick kind of said we're not dressing up, so I'm gonna.
Well, I
not dress
said
up.
you don't have to. You could if you
Oh,
want to.
Okay, well, I thought it was when I saw your
No,
message.
no.
It was kind of a hint of like, do we have to dress up?
Well, I know
So I'm
JR
like,
don't like
all
to
right.
dress up, so no forcing, no forcing. If
JR,
you want to,
listen, JR's dress up is a mask, and he's
Yeah.
good. But so yes, so next week it's our 200th episode. God, I
He's
slurred that
drunk.
one.
Look at him.
No, look at
No, while
That's
you
when
were
you know
gone,
when
I
you start
admitted. No,
slurring.
I admitted that I was a little buzzed right now.
Slow down a
I
little
admitted
bit.
that.
Just
You
slow
were
down.
Sylvester.
Slow down. Slow down.
So yes, so I read Pete Rock's comment and I got thrown
He
off.
didn't dress up.
What did he say? Yep, he goes dress up. I agree.
Anyway, we dress up. If you come on, you dress up with us, man.
He will. You
You're
want
up?
to him twice. This
There's
guy
a
has
challenge.
he has a plethora of costumes. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Who, me or
Pete
Pete
No.
Rock?
Rock. Pete Rock.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
right.
P Rock. P Rock, you should join. Actually, P Rock, a little challenge for you. Watch Silver Bullet.
I give him
Join
credit
us
though.
next
He
week.
pulled one of you. He pulled one of your moves, Joe. When we went to Comic-Con, he cosplayed, and he actually shaved his entire face, bro. I couldn't believe it, bro.
What?
He
Oh my
shaved
God.
he was baby faced. I was like,
So
That's
then that's what
commitment.
that's what I'm
That's
gonna go.
commitment.
Beto, I
Mad
know how
props,
you feel.
mad
I know how you feel, Beto, when you go.
You know,
I couldn't
for
follow
Silver
on that.
Bullet, I feel like I'm gonna say it's gonna be a first watch for me because it's been a way long time. I've only watched it maybe once or twice when I was younger. I couldn't tell you for the life of me what it's about. I know it's about
Silver
a wolf.
Bullet.
I know that,
Yeah.
but I don't remember like the details. If someone asked me a gun pointed to my head, what is it about?
I
A
saw it
wolf.
recently again. I'm gonna watch it before we go live to watch it again. But I saw it last
Yeah.
week. So good.
It is, and
It's
listen,
so
it stars the late Corey Haim. To us '80s kids, I mean, he basically was I actually, I'm not gonna look it up right now. I don't know if he was you guys' age. I know he was not my age during that
left
time.
us too soon, right?
He left us too soon, and I mean, The Lost Boys, but Silver Bullet is another Stephen King one. I did read that book, and we can't wait to do it. So make sure to join us next week. Again, maybe we might dress up, maybe we might not. But with that, Ricky, take us home.
Right here, look at this. Badass wheelchair hero. That's all you gotta know about that. My boy, yeah, he got that shit from his uncle. All right. Anyway, everyone, thank you for joining us on another excellent live stream. 3 Corners of Horror. Lexi, I don't gotta thank you. You're one of us already. But
Just family.
with everyone else that's
She's-
commenting on here, I appreciate all the views, the watches, even if you're just lurking, the comments. We appreciate everything. With that being said, I have to do it this way now because we live, pal. We live. Stay good, stay healthy, drink beer, drink water, drink coffee, drink tea, drink milk, get them bones. Oh, by the way, I saw that Screamboat fucking movie. No, that's a never mind.
All right, good. Thank God you, because I was gonna check it out.
No, it's we'll talk about it off camera.
All right.
It's too much to get into right now. I have my grievances. Put it this way, I had to turn it off. Anyway, love you guys. Peace out. Stay scared.